I think during your lectures in this course, you have mentioned several times about problem-based learning and learning by doing. Could you say, explain your views a little bit more for our viewers, that how this form of learning is important for a course like this product design and new product management that we are running at this VLM program?
Well, it's my strong opinion that in the world there are quite many things that are almost impossible to learn by sitting in classrooms or by reading books or doing exercises on paper. And design indeed is one of those. It is an old wisdom. It is said that design is just learned by designing. And in universities, for some reason or another, it seems to be so that, for instance, in engineering education, we have quite separate silos for different disciplines: mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, chemical engineering, and so on. But in business life, now and future, more and more, the research and development activities, they are fully interdisciplinary. So why not educate the students for such practices? And this further mixing of disciplines of engineering, business, and especially art and design has proved to be very successful, also in that sense that when I, for instance, consider my engineering students and their development as specialists, I can easily see that we are able to educate better engineers based on this kind of interdisciplinary cooperation, because the responsibility, learning to know the expectations from the other specialists, who I am, what is my specialty as an, let's say, mechanical engineer, what I really can and what I cannot, that comes much more clear, and also the future challenges, what I should learn. This is one of the key results, and in addition to the fine results that the student can produce in these kind of cooperative teams.
So Vilhelmi, I think in this form of learning by doing or problem-based learning, apprenticeship plays a big part. That means the more you participate, the more you are with your guru, then you learn more and possibly you contribute more. So you have been with Professor Ekman as an apprentice and as a partner for quite some time. So what do you think the kind of course like the PD6 workshop, could you say a few words about the PD6 workshop, what it does and what it contributes by way of bringing out designing capabilities?
Well, the PD6 workshop stands for Product Design in 6 hours. So going through the process only in 6 hours. It has been originally developed for our own purposes based on the experiences that Professor Ekman also mentioned on the PDP projects for the 12 years. Because in the beginning of a project, we have noticed that there are significant differences in how well the teams get started. So in that sense, we have developed this 6-hour workshop, which is very hands-on type of doing. So going from an idea to a prototype only in 6 hours. So we have found that it's really, really effective in enhancing the communication and understanding of the problem in a project already from the very beginning.
And would you say that you have participated in the PDP program as a student, and now you are, kind of faculty for the course? And what do you see the further evolution in this kind of a course? What more can we do here at IIT Kanpur for this kind of a course?
Well, I would put it in Finland. There are Professor Ekman and me who are dealing with the 130 students. So in that sense, we have been able to do that because I see that Professor Ekman is very dedicated to his students. So I believe the key to a successful kind of course that this is giving the students both the responsibility but also the freedom to really test their skills. So in that sense, I think here, you in India, you have a lot of potential because what we've seen from your students in the workshop that we organized today, we've seen a lot of enthusiasm and interest and really dedication to their own field of expertise. So I think in that sense, you have a lot of potential, so just harness it.
So Esme, you have been traveling, perhaps this is your first trip to India.
Yes.
And you have been to our campus at IIT Kanpur, you have been to the cities, and you have seen our airports, you have also seen our villages. And just as an expert on designing space, designing ambience, what do you think will be your inputs for our design activities here? What kind of new environment we can create which will encourage our students to become more creative?
Well, let's start about the design factory, because that's part of my master's thesis, and the design factory was designed and built in a really short time, and it's been designed and built by students, and that makes it differ here, because I've been interviewing and chatting with the students here, and it seems that the students doesn't have that much input to their own working environment. It seems that there are separate architects who are designing the spaces and saying that this is the space and you have to use it as it's been designed. And these spaces lack a transferability, so they don't transfer with the user. So what would I recommend is that the students could have more possibilities to interact with the space, with the architects, and maybe start small renovations and prototypes with an environment, testing how is it working, and proceed to larger projects like the design builds that we have been discussing here.